Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day, and I just want to send you a quick video here. I got a little drive, and this is going to you because you are a team leader, okay? You are leading a group of volunteers here at the church, and I wish, we could all get together, weekly or monthly or something like that, but it doesn't always work out that way with schedules and whatnot. So I figured I would leverage technology. So I want to talk about a couple critical elements to leading a group of volunteers, and because I want to encourage you, and I want to know how Jamie and I can best serve you. Each one of you report to us, and we want to know how we can develop you and help you become a better team leader. Okay, but one of our values here is make it better. We believe we all can be better. I can be better. Jamie can be better. We're all growing. Our church is growing, and so we can improve in so many areas. And so I want to talk about the 3 C's, okay? And the number one, and they're all super, super important, but this may be the most important, and that is care. Are you caring for your team? Do you know each team member's name? Do you know their kids, if they have kids? Are they married? Do you know them? That's obviously a big part of caring for them. Do you check up on them? Do you see how they're doing? Do you just send them a thank you text from time to time? Are you praying for them? That is a major part of caring for your team. If they are going through a struggle, or you notice maybe a Sunday they just had a funky attitude, or maybe you saw something on Facebook and you're like, oh man, they're going through something. Do you just leave it at that? Or do you reach out to them? Do you say, hey, let's talk? Do you call them over the phone? Or, when serving's done on Sunday, just, hey, are you doing okay? How can I be praying for you? We have to get people's heart before we get their hand. And when you're dealing with volunteer ministry, care, it is vital. We cannot have teams where you are just plugging in names into positions. That's not who we are. That's not a part of our value system. And each one of you are Jamie and I's hand extended. Like, we probably have 200 volunteers. And so we do our best to care for this church, but there's no way we could give that level of care to that many people. But you're seeing them every week. You're talking with them. If they are a no-call, no-show, care is calling them. Hey, are you okay? Is everything all right? It's calling them. Yes, there's an element of we needed them there, and they need to communicate with us. But my immediate thought when someone's no calls, no show is something's wrong. And I want to check up on that person. And then if I find out, I overslept, I just remind them of when they need to be there, how important and how vital they are. We've got to be caring for. Do you love your team? When your team comes in on Sunday morning, are you giving them a high five, handshake, hug, smile? Like, it is so vital to what we are doing. And so we have to care. And then 2, the second C is coaching. Are you coaching your team? Every single one of our teams has descriptions on what we are doing and how we should be doing that, okay? And if we don't coach them on the how, people are just going to default to what they think or know, and that oftentimes is not going to truly carry out the vision we have for each ministry. And you may not even know what that is. You're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be teaching them or coaching them on. And if that's the case, that's why I'm sending you this video, because that means Jamie and I, we need to do a better job of communicating that with you. But if you really do know the expectations, the roles and all of that, are you coaching your team? Are you teaching them how to be better, how to greet better, how to love better, how to be right on top of the slides with the computer or the service element, how to connect with kids better, how to connect with parents better, how to do check-in better, or just how to do it. You may have somebody, they just wander. We cannot have if people are just wandering and they don't have specific tasks that you're coaching and helping them with, they're going to wander right out of your ministry, and that is not what we want. And so I want to know, We want to know, we want to coach you. So this video is part of that, because we can't coach what we don't know. And that's another part of coaching. Like when you have volunteers, especially new ones, are you taking time to just ask, hey, how was today? Was there anything confusing? Anything didn't make sense? How are you feeling? And then learning how you can coach them. We cannot be afraid to coach the volunteers in our room. That's what we have you there for, to teach people, to show them, what's the right way to usher, and how do we do it most efficiently, and how do we greet in a kid's room? How do we make sure that we're prepared and ready and we're engaging with kids? How do we lead kids in worship? Adults shouldn't be just posted on the wall. Hey, get in the mix in there. Come on, let's get a little silly and coach your team. So I'm giving short examples there, but I want to make sure you're coaching. And then thirdly is communication. Communication. And I'm specifically talking about communication with me and Jamie. All of you have our number, okay? And we will ask you from time, hey, how's your team doing? But we also need you as team leaders taking initiative, that if you ever have a red flag, anybody's been a no call, no show, you have a concern, maybe there's some personality conflict, or I don't know what it may be, that you got to share that with us, because we can't coach, we can't develop what we don't know. We can't. And don't assume we know. Don't assume we know somebody's going through marital troubles. Don't assume we know that someone's relative passed away. Don't assume we know that someone's pregnant, or that someone got engaged, or that somebody has been missing from your ministry. Oftentimes, we don't. Really, the number one way we know is through you. And I'm asking that because I don't know what maybe you're on it. You're like, yes, I can check that one off. I'm at a 10. I've been communicating all that stuff. Or you're like, you know what? Sometimes I hear things, but I don't mention it to Chris or Jamie. And so, as we grow as an organization, as we get bigger, as we get more volunteers, which we are doing,